Week 3 kicks off live from Bob Batolsky Field on the Regional Radio Sports Network with the NIC opener between the South Bend Adams Eagles and the Mishawaka Marian Knights. Welcome in, everyone. Luke Schrock and Mike Rock taking you through the action tonight. It's a battle of the 1-1 teams with both sides having a common win this season in the Culver Academy Eagles. South Bend Adams won considerably 35-7, and Mishawaka Marian won in a closer 21-14 affair. Mike, the Knights rebounded with their win over Culver Academy, but only by a one-touchdown margin. What do you make of the Knights' season so far going into Week 3 in the conference opener?
Well, it's still early in the season, and there's much room for improvement before the tournament begins. I can tell you from what I've seen, the kids are well coached, and they are playing with confidence, and they are trying to make the right moves out on the field. But sometimes mistakes pop up, and that's probably going to be the focus of tonight's game, is trying to eliminate those mistakes, especially going against a team that's probably at about the same level as the Knights. They're both 1-1 with that common opponent, Culver Military. Each defeating Culver Military, Adams a little more impressively by more points. But I'm really looking forward to this matchup. It should be a good one here from Batolsky Field.
Well, and week by week, team by team, a different team shows up on the field sometimes. And when you take a look at Mishawaka Marian's season, I mean, they had a tough loss week 1 against Mishawaka in the crosstown rivalry. But the next week comes around, they're still working on some things, there may be some new pieces come in, and you have a different result the next week.
Yeah, every week is different. The team grows, sometimes the personnel changes, sometimes teams grow in confidence, and other times teams are just fighting to stay together as the season progresses. Marian is usually a team that comes together and improves throughout the season, and is usually a very tough opponent in the tournament.
Well, and speaking of the tournament, they've had a tournament drought the last few years, haven't had a sectional win in the last 5 or so years, but sometimes when you lose 21 seniors like last season for the Knights, it's tough to try and rebuild that roster.
Yeah, there are a lot of new players out on the field for the Knights this year. However, in high school sports, that's just the way it is. You can't keep your players for more than 4 years, so you're going to have a lot of kids come and go. Some kids you wish you could keep longer because they play so well, but they have to move on, and then the next man our young man has to step in and play.
Well, let's kick it over to the South Bend Adams Eagles now. They come off of a tough loss to Logansport, 54-6, and they played the Knights tough in the past few seasons. We talked a little bit about this on the way up into the broadcast booth, but the Adams Eagles have not defeated Mishawaka Marian since 2012, which was at home, 30-20 under the direction of Craig Redman. And Karszewski, who is the head coach of South Bend Adams, was actually the quarterback back in that 2012 season. What do you think of the Eagles after their first 2 weeks, early start to the season?
Well, just one more comment about the 2012 football season. As I recall, Luke, you were a player on my junior high football team at Concord
Yes.
Junior High. I'm really expecting Adams to rebound tonight, especially after last week. A 56-7 loss?
54-6.
54-6 loss. That's no coach or no team wants to go through that. That's just dejection. And so, I'm sure that they practiced hard all week so that they can come out onto the field tonight and prove to themselves that, they are a much better football team than what they played last week.
Well, NIC play kicks off tonight, and someone will go home over 500 after the final whistle blows, but we have plenty of football coming your way before that happens. We'll step aside, and after the break, we will hear from the head coach of the Mishawaka Marian Knights, Mike Davidson. This is high school football here on the Regional Radio Sports Network. Welcome back here on the Regional Radio Sports Network. Let's hear from Mike Davidson, the head coach of the Mishawaka Marian Knights.
As a member school of the Indiana High School Athletic.
We're going to return to that interview here after the national anthem. We'd like to thank Mike Davidson for taking the time to speak with me earlier this week, but we're going to pause for the opening prayer before tonight's game.
And the Holy Spirit. God our Father, we gather here in your name and ask the Holy Spirit to be with us. We're thankful for the many blessings and gifts that you've bestowed upon all of your sons and daughters. Most of all, we're thankful today for the gift of our bodies and minds, that in our activities, we may use them to give greater glory to you, who love us above all things. Through the intercession of Mary and all the saints, may we be protected from all harm and inspired to follow the path of holiness day in and day out. We ask this in the name of Jesus, your Son, our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen.
Both teams are now on the field. We're almost ready to go for week 3 of the Indiana high school football season. Marian in the blue helmets with the white stripe, all black in the pants and uniforms, white numbers. South Bend Adams, white helmets, white jerseys, blue pants, and blue numbers. Captains are out at the center of the field. We'll have a coin toss. Both sides will shake hands. And Mike, great environment tonight. We have a good crowd. Great showing from South Bend Adams. Student sections on both sides. It's a beautiful Friday night.
Yeah, it must be jersey night here at this game. The student body of the Marian Knights, they're each wearing jerseys. In addition to the cheerleaders, they are also wearing jerseys tonight. Yes, and it is a beautiful night for high school football.
So
Our officials tonight are Greg Mose.
Well, there's your officials here tonight. Mishawaka Marian has won the last 5 matchups between South Bend Adams and Mishawaka Marian. South Bend Adams has, in those 5 years, at least 2, once in overtime, had been close games. Last season, it was a bigger margin of victory for Mishawaka Marian.
Yeah, the Knights are used to winning against against Adams, and that's definitely sets the mindset for Marian to come out and think that they have the advantage against this team. They're just used to beating the Eagles.
We're 28 seconds away. Kickoff is upon us. South Bend Adams has their team out on the field. Mishawaka Marian grouping up and back to their sideline. They're going to group up before taking the field. South Bend Adams will be kicking off to start off tonight's affair. Kicking for the Eagles is going to be number 42, Eric Garcialzo. He's had 9 kickoffs, 385 yards, averaging 42 or almost 43 per game.
Eric Garcialzo.
Back to take the kick for Mishawaka Marian.
Deep for the Knights.
It's going to be number 24, Vinny Gruber, and number 1, Terrence Lane.
Number 1, Terrence Lane, had a very fine game last week with returns and catches and lots of yards after contact last week for Terrence.
Garcialzo getting ready to kick. Student section for Marian getting fired up. Let's get ready for football here at Bob Atolsky Field here in Mishawaka, Indiana. Here we go, the kick.
That's going to be
line drive taken by Terrence Lane, but will be called a touchback. We're going to start out at about the 20.
It might be the 25.
Oh, forgive me. Excuse me, 25.
Garcialzo's kick goes into the end zone, and the Knights will start.
The rules are always changing.
Their own 20-yard line.
Oh, it is the 20-yard line. Maybe it's the
There we go.
NFL or the.
I knew college and NFL was 25.
Yeah.
But here we go. Your starting lineup for Mishawaka Marian on the offense. At quarterback, I know they played at 2 different ones, but we're going to take a look at who they decided to go with. It looks like number 5.
Lucas Marr.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it's going to be Lucas Marr.
This is a new formation of the Knights. I have not seen this one.
Run out to the right side, taken down by number 2, Carson Bryce, at about the 23-yard line. Going to be a rush for about 2 yards.
Now, this is the first time that Marian has had both of their starting quarterbacks on the field at the same time. Both Fimble and Marr out on the field. Right now, Marr playing quarterback and Fimble ran the ball.
Knights back in the power I. One receiver out to the right. Here's the snap, but it's going to be a false start on the Knights. Looks like there's going to be number 62, Sam Curlo, that might be called on this one, but all the refs are gathering at the 25, talking it through.
Having a discussion.
We'll see who they officially call it on.
The starting defense for the Eagles at
No,
corner.
they're going to call an encroachment on South Bend Adams, and it's going to be placed at the 29.
5-yard penalty makes it 2nd down and 1 for the Knights.
Second down and 1.
2nd and 1 for the Knights.
Looks like both quarterbacks are receiving the signal from the sideline, and they're each looking at the armbands. Who's going to take the snap?
Here we go. Marian, 2nd and 1 out at the 29. Here's the snap. Fall over his head. Piles it on, but it looks like it was number...
Vinny Gruber.
Yes, Vinny Gruber, number 24, coming down with it, the 5'7" sophomore.
Who weighs 150 pounds soaking wet, according to Coach Davidson.
So the ball's going to be placed at the 20. Coming off the field is Mitchell Fimble. Now running a different formation. We got 3 wideouts coming out to the left. 1 single running back. Here's the snap. Hands it off to Vinny Gruber. Here he goes, still on his feet and taken down at about the 34-yard line.
Excellent design of the play and call. Misdirection. Vinny Gruber running hard for a first down.
And very well done. It was well sold. The handoff got a few yards out of it. Very well done by the Knights.
That was a beautiful play.
1st and 10. Knights back in that same trips left.
Lucas Marr is still at quarterback.
Here's the motion. Snap, handoff, up the middle. And it'll be a gain of about a yard at the 36-yard line. Second and 2.
Vinny Gruber on the carry, gain of 2. Malachi Dudley on the stop for the Eagles.
Taking a look at the numbers this week, both sides have been a very big ground and pound offense with over 200 yards on both sides.
Yeah, the Knights have not thrown the ball yet tonight. Oh.
Got him to go. Flag hits the field. It's going to be another offsides on the South Bend Eagles.
Yeah, the starting defense for the Eagles, we have number 27, Malachi Dudley at corner. Or no, maybe that's defensive end. And number 58, Lamar Shaw at the other defensive end. And then in the middle is number 73, Jayon Hicks.
They're going to officially call it a false start. We're going to go back to about the 29-yard line. Or excuse me, the 31.
Back to the 31-yard line where it'll be 2nd down and 14 for Marian.
Wideout spread out a little bit further. Trips left. Handoff up the middle again. Breaks through a tackle and is down at the 35.
Linebackers for the Adams Eagles is number 5, Leighton Presbendowski, number 37, Jarrell Jones, number 4, Jarvis Sorrell Banner.
Vinny Gruber on the carry.
Gruber keeping the Knights' drive alive. 3rd down. Now just 2 wideouts to the left and 1 tight end. Here's the snap. Pitch to the right. Gruber finds down the line and taken down at the 47-yard line. 1st down, Mishawaka Marian.
This Marian Knight first down is brought to you by J-Mill Packaging and the Dorol family.
Vinny Gruber getting another first down for the Knights. The drive stays alive. We are at 8:38 here in the first quarter and no score.
Marian's having a lot of success running to the right side of the line. And with Vinny Gruber carrying the ball.
At their own 45-yard line.
Here's the snap. Handoff to Gruber. Going to the right side. Powers through and taken down at the 49.
Boy, number 69, left tackle of the Marian Knights, Preston Horvath, just punishing blocks down the field, pushing his defensive player down the field, 10 yards down the field. Offensive line coach loves to see offensive line play like that.
And it's been crucial in this run game so far. Gave him plenty of room to run. And been punching the right-hand side, utilizing the line, and just ground and pound, just like we were seeing earlier. 2nd and 4. 7:39 to go in the first. Pulls it. Pitch to the right. Triple option. Gets the first down. Will run out of bounds at about the 44-yard line.
This Marian Knight first down is brought to you by J-Mill Packaging and the DeRoll family. But what a methodical, patient drive by the Marian Knights. Running the ball to the right side and having success. Starting secondary of the Eagles at number 17 is Dejon Adams. Number 1, Donald Morris. Number 2, Carson Bryce. Number 11, Caston Keene. And number 7, Jacob Whalen.
Wideouts out to the right this time. Here's the snap. Run up the middle again. Gruber down at the 36-yard line.
Gosh, the offensive line is just getting a huge push down the field, which is making it easier to run the ball down the field.
Looks like the tackle was made by number 5, Leighton Presbendowski.
Gain of 6 for Vinny Gruber.
I think Vinny Gruber's already had 5 or 6 carries on this drive, and Coach wants to limit him to 20 carries. He's going to be done by the first series.
Very much so. They haven't tried a single pass so far.
They're having success running the ball. Why?
Exactly.
Why change?
And we'll have a timeout called.
Timeout Knights.
It'll be for Mishawaka Marian.
Timeouts are brought to you by Troy Gill with Health Markets Insurance Agency. Call Troy with all your life, health, and Medicare needs at 574-360-0791. That's 574-360-0791.
Frank Krzyzewski, head coach of the South Bend Adams Eagles. We mentioned in the pregame that he was the quarterback at South Bend Adams, but he attended the school from 2010 to 2014. And really one of his best seasons was back in 2012. We mentioned that a little bit. They went 9-3 that season. Only losses was to Mishawaka 14-8, Penn 30-13, and Fort Wayne Carroll in the sectional final 44-35. But they defeated the Knights 30-20 that season. So there has been some rebuilding years going on for Adams. But so far, I mean, it's a good season to start off as we get back ready to play Mishawaka Marian. With
there's Vinny Gruber
motion,
again.
Gruber.
This time tackled by number 2, Carson Bryce of the Eagles. Maybe a gain of 1 yard.
With a loss of 1 on the play.
He was tackled behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 5. Ball on the 39. 6:28 left to go here in the first.
I really admire the coach of the Adams, being a former player for the team and then coming back to coach his team. That tells me he just really loved being on the Adams football team as a player.
Well, and it helps you be able to kind of pour into the players too. I mean, you know what they go through day in, day out. Here's motion by Marian.
Quick toss to the right.
Off to the right at the first down line. Did he get it? Yes, he did.
This Marian Knight first down is brought to you by J-Mill Packaging and the DeRoll family.
However, there is a penalty flag.
Oh, penalty flag.
We'll see what.
The Knights are having success, just running the ball to the right, to the right, to the right.
Illegal shift against the Knights.
All right, they're just going to they'll lose a little yardage and replay the down.
Ball's going to be placed on the 44. 3rd and 10 for Mishawaka Marian.
Coach Mike Davidson wants some clarification there. I'm not sure that he likes what he's hearing, but he's getting it.
It's pretty rare they do. It is pretty rare.
Ball back at the Adams 44, brings up 3rd down and 10.
Terrence Lane seeing a lot of action on the ground here in the opening drive here of Week 3.
This drive has lasted already 6 minutes and 3 seconds. This drive started at the 20-yard line and has made it all the way to the 44-yard line of the Eagles.
Here we go.
So
2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. 1 back straight behind.
it's a first down.
Drop back. Going out to the left, rolling. He'll tuck it. Down the line. And knocked out of bounds
Ooh.
by number 9.
I believe he got a first down.
Yes, first down. Great run to the left side.
This Marian Knight first down is brought to you by J-Mill Packaging and the DeRoll family.
First down.
That's
Still 0 pass attempts.
we thought we had.
That was a designed run from the beginning.
That tackle is by number 9, John Bond.
By John Bond for the Eagles. The Marian is
Here we go. Trips right for Marian.
Eagles 33-yard line.
1st and 10 now on the 33. Motion to the left. Stops in the backfield.
Gruber up the middle. No!
Takes it, going out to the right. And slammed down at the 29-yard line. That looked like it was number 5, Leighton Presbodowski with the takedown.
You know, the Marian offense tonight looks much smoother than it did last week. They seem to be calm. They seem to have confidence in what they are doing, and they are being productive. They keep moving the ball forward down the field. This is a very nice drive by the Marian Knights.
Well, if it ain't
30.
broke, don't fix it. They've gotten plenty of yards and have kept
Number
this drive
13.
alive. Here we
Oh,
go.
my.
Oh, trouble in the backfield. Brought down by number 58. That's going to be
Lamar Shaw.
Lamar Shaw, the 5'11 junior, 260-pound lineman.
Well, obviously there was a mix-up in the backfield.
Got the first fake, mistimed the next,
Yeah,
and then next thing you know, you have a 260-pound defender throwing you down to the ground.
Yeah, I don't think the play design is to get the ball and then turn 360 degrees and then get clobbered by a defensive lineman. Those things happen.
Marian looking to get the yards back. Here's the snap, rolling out to the left.
13's
Here's
open.
the throw. Caught, left-hand side, brought down by 3 defenders. Main tackler going to be number 7, Jacob Whalen. First pass of the drive brings them out to the 19-yard line. 1st and 10, another first down for Mishawaka
This
Marian.
Marian Knight first down is brought to you by J-Mill Packaging and the DeRoll family. You know, I've been waiting for Marian to throw to the outside. I believe Adams is playing a zone coverage in their secondary, and it looks like number 13 is open almost every play.
Defense pressing.
Looks like something Marian can take advantage of.
Handoff up the middle. Again to Gruber. Breaks. First tackle. Still on his feet and brought down at the 20 by number 37, the linebacker, Jarrell Jones.
His yak yards are beginning to accumulate. Yards after contact. Keeps driving his feet down the field. And he's only a sophomore. Boy, get him in the weight room for a year or two. He's going to be a monster by the time. Well, he plays very well now, but by the time he's a senior, he could really be a monster.
South Bend Adams pressing the receivers, trips left, 1 running back behind. Here's the snap. Handoff again to Gruber. Cuts right, brought down at the 10. That's going to be number 37, Jarrell Jones, yet again.
Okay, he's reached his carry limit for the night.
I think that carry limit is out the window
It's
right
out
now.
the window right now.
He might as well have said 15 carries per quarter at this point.
Per drive.
Yeah, per drive at this point.
So far, the Knights have driven the ball 70 yards, and they've held the ball for 10 minutes. That's really impressive.
Here we go in the red zone. Motion. Drops the football. Recovers. Now drops right. Throws it out. And we'll go to second down. Excuse me, fourth down.
You had offensive linemen blocking downfield into the end zone. I'm not sure if that was a design pass play.
No, but...
And if it was, it should have been called a penalty. Actually, that should have been a penalty.
Yeah, probably intentional grounding on that one, but, I mean, not our call up here.
No.
Looks like they're going to go for it.
Absolutely. 4th and 1.
2:11 left to go here in the first quarter. The first quarter of Northern Indiana Conference play. Under center, drives it up the middle. Stopped at the goal line, probably a loss of 1. That was number 1. Donald Morris blowing up the play, and we got a turnover on down. South Bend Adams will take over.
Boy, that was a great drive until they got to the 10-yard line.
Methodical play makes you wonder if you would have went for the field goal to avoid the empty drive, but now we're going to switch sides. South Bend Adams gets their chance. Lots of clock that was taken down. We're now at 2:05 left to go in the first quarter. Still nothing to nothing, but here comes South Bend Adams, 1st and 10 on the 10-yard line.
Looks like Caden Keene is in the shotgun.
We'll have shotgun for the Adams Eagles, one on each side. Here's the handoff up the middle.
It's a solid run.
And he'll get up to the 18-yard line. Running the ball was number 2, Carson Bryce. One receiver each side, one tight end, and one running back.
Adams has a quick tempo here. Not much time elapsing between plays.
Backfield from Marian, pressing up. Roll to the left.
Intercepted
by number 52, Dorn Brooks. And taken down at about the 9-yard line. Knights are back into it.
Something happened at the end of that play. The Adams sideline is saying that they recovered the ball. I'm looking for the official to point his arm. I don't see it. I don't see the Marian offense running onto the field either. Well, they're switching the ball, so it must be Marian ball.
Yep, they're right on the sideline here. They're grouping up.
All right, Coach.
Very short-lived Adams drive.
All right, Coach, you're going to have to update Max Preps again. Your team now has 2 interceptions.
But I see where Keene was trying to go with the ball, but it was a defender right there ready to go. That's where you got to be able to see the field. If you're not sure, keep it, run out of bounds, do something.
He could have run up the field. Was that by Dorn Brooks?
Yes, it was.
Dorn Brooks. Good job, young man.
Right place at the right time. Here's Marian. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the left. Fakes the handoff. Up the middle. And did he get it? Yes, he did. Marian touchdown.
That was
by Mitchell Fimble.
Yeah, Mitch Fimble. Boy, Preston Horvath just punished the man over him on that play. He buried his man in the end zone. He's good. He's a good player. And we have a touchdown.
Red zone. Why not punch it in the middle? It's what's worked for them in that opening drive the whole time. Back for the PAT for Mishawaka Marian, number 31, Oliver Sager, the 5'11", 173-pound junior. Here's the snap, the kick, and it's good. 7-0 Knights.
And touchdowns are brought to you by Troy Gill with Health Markets Insurance Agency. Call Troy with all your life, health, and Medicare needs at 574-360-0791.
Mishawaka Marian takes advantage of the interception. 7-0, 2:24 left to go in the first. One play to score off the interception. Well done by the Knights.
Well done. They held the ball for 10 minutes and 30 seconds.
Hey, can't argue with those numbers as Marian gets ready to kick off once again. Gets ready to kick off. Back to kick should be Oliver Sager, forgive me.
Since its founding in 1954, Hoosier Spring Company has developed into one of the world's leading manufacturers of custom springs for the aerospace, military, and commercial sectors. 3 generations of the Suth, Lintec, and Nitz families have demonstrated their commitment to Catholic education by providing tuition assistance to numerous students attending area Catholic schools and by providing financial assistance to numerous other area Catholic school initiatives. Go Knights!
Back to receive for South Bend Adams. Number 2, Carson Bryce.
Sideline warning against the Eagles. Back to return for Adams. Jeffrey Seitz.
Oh, the number 0 is out on the field. Jeffrey Seitz, the number 0.
Jeffrey Seitz.
Must be a recently legalized number for the sport of football. The number 0. A squib!
Kick straight to the 35-yard line. Picking that up is number 9,
John Bond.
John Bond.
And actually, that was a really smart play by John Bond. Just knocking that ball down and recovering it and giving his offense a chance to make a drive down the field. They're starting out at about the 35-yard line. Good job, John Bond. Good work.
1st and 10, 35. Here is the South Bend Adams Eagles with another try. Caden Keene back.
The Marian defense is well rested after that
Here's motion.
long drive.
Hand off to the left. And about a 2-yard gain brings him out to the 38 on the run up the middle.
That's Seth Kerzeder on the tackle, one of the leaders of this defensive unit for the Marian Knights.
Adams quickly back to the line. 2 receivers, both sides. Shot back to receive. Here's the snap. Handoff again. Cuts to the right. Still on his feet. And just shy of the first down here at the 44-yard line.
That was a solid run by Carson Bryce. It's about 1 yard shy of the first down.
Marian crowding the box. Here's motion to the left. Handoff. Runs to the right. Tries to go outside, but taken down for a loss. That would be number 4, Braden Cerny.
Braden Cerny with the tackle for the Knights.
4th down for South Bend Adams.
You are right, Luke. The Marian Knights are crowding the box. They have 4 down linemen, and it looks like they have 4 linebackers.
Well,
and they're just daring the Eagles to throw the ball.
Well, and they're staring into a mirror as we're through the first quarter. Mishawaka Marian leads 7-0 after 1. And we'll be right back here on the Regional Radio Sports Network's coverage of Mishawaka Marian High School football. Welcome back to Bob Atolsky Field for the NIC opener here in Mishawaka, Indiana. We get ready for the second quarter with Marian up 7-0. With Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, our online banking and mobile app are like having a branch at your fingertips with everything you need to manage your account 24/7. Enjoy better banking where and when you want. Features include bill pay, money transfer, budgeting, early payday program, and much more. Head to NotreDameFCU.com to learn more and get $200 when you add a direct deposit. Back at it again. Here's motion going to the right. And here comes a flag.
Boy, Marian has 10 players in the box and just one safety 10 yards off the ball. It's going to be difficult to run the ball against a defensive front like that.
That's going to be on the Knights. And the ball will be placed at about the 46-yard line.
That's the first down of the Eagles tonight.
Carson Bryce re-entering. Set up behind Caden Keene.
Well, Marian's backed off a few guys from the line of scrimmage.
Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff.
Intercept.
To the left side. Off the hand of number 0. That is Jeffrey Seats.
Well, number 10 for the Knights. Gage McHugh. I thought he was going to intercept that ball.
He was definitely well guarded, but despite how high the pass was, it was what you wanted. You wanted it high. You wanted him to run in with the pass. Just couldn't connect. Here we go, running to the right. Launches it through the hands and out of bounds. That target was for number 8, Cleo Kimbrough.
Now it's 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10, 47-yard line, 7-0, Mishawaka Marian. Eagles lining up. Almost looks like there's some confusion with the play. Keene now set. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff.
He's going.
And taken down
by Kerzeder.
Back at the 32-yard line. 4th down for South Bend Adams.
Wow, did he keep his eye on the belt buckle that time? That's how defensive players are taught to tackle. You keep an eye on the belt buckle because that's part of the body that doesn't move from side to side. He kept his eye on the belt buckle and was able to finish that tackle.
When he had his eyes set on that sack, all the way, not a soul beside him.
It was a good play.
Back to punt, number 42, Eric Garcialzo.
Looks like Terrence Lane is back for the Knights.
Garcialzo's longest punt this season, 43 yards. Back for Mishawaka Marian. To receive, number 1, Terrence Lane. Back at about the 25-yard line. Here's the snap. Boots it away. High but short at about the 50.
Get away from the ball.
Lands and will be downed at about the 49, and he almost missed it.
Oh, boy, those plays as a coach always made me nervous. Nervous that the ball's going to hit one of your players, and it's going to make the ball live and then recovered by the other team.
Yes, get out of the way.
Get out of the way. Call Troy Gill, your local licensed insurance agent with Health Markets Insurance Agency in northern Indiana. Choosing the right Medicare plan for you can be confusing. Let Troy help you find a plan that best fits your needs and budget. Call 574-360-0791 to speak with a licensed insurance agent for a free appointment virtually, by phone, or in person to review your specific needs and help you find a plan that's right for you.
Back at it again. Rolling right. Beautiful throw. Almost picked off at about the 12. went right through the hands of number 7, Jacob Whalen.
Lucas Marr's pass intended for Terrence Lane.
The deepest pass we've seen tonight would have been probably a touchdown if completed.
Jacob Whalen with the breakup.
Yeah, but Jacob Whalen played his position perfectly that time, always being deeper than the deepest man. Made a break on the ball, almost intercepted. It's a good play.
Lucas Marr at the quarterback position now. Motion left. The snap. Run up the middle, blown up, and taken down for a loss of about 1. 3rd and 11.
Notice that Vinny Gruber. Oh, there's Vinny Gruber. He is in the game.
Loss of 2, carried by Vinny Gruber.
They've been utilizing a lot of motion with Terrence Lane, but I feel like they haven't been able to take a ton of advantage of it so far.
Yeah, that motion is designed to confuse the defense. And as a defensive player, it definitely works.
Here we go. 3rd and 12 on the 50. Lane in motion, run up the middle.
Gruber again.
Swallowed up at the 50. We'll have 4th down.
4th and 11. Looks like a punt for the Marian Knights.
Adams beginning to figure out the Marian run game, really beginning to plan for it. But after you see enough runs, you know you're going to make some adjustments, and that's exactly what the Adams Eagles have done.
Adams is saying you're not going to beat us by running anymore. You're going to have to do something else.
Here we go, back to punt for Mishawaka Marian. Going to be number 31, Oliver Sager. Yeah, they might be making an adjustment. Yeah, it's actually going to be a Talski.
Oh, blocked.
Off the front of the foot, blocked a little bit, and that's going to roll. And down at the 36-yard line.
Okay. Not sure if that was blocked or just a shank punt.
It looks like a mixture of both because it wasn't a clean kick. It looked like it was just off the side of the toe, but it's better than the ball being on your half of the field. Any kind of distance at this point, I mean, you'll roll with the punches.
That's right. At least the punt made it some way down the field. Oh, there's a flag.
Looks like it's going to be illegal substitution on South Bend Adams. They're going to get brought back. It looks like they're going to spot it at the 25. No, that's going to be at
the 31.
The 31. Caden Keene, another chance here in the second quarter. 8:44 left until halftime.
And
last drive saw some more passing out of the Eagles' offense. We'll see how they adjust. Motion to the right. Handoff. Out to the right. Still on his feet.
Fumbled.
Ball taken away. Touchdown, Mishawaka Marian.
J.J. Gruber, number 47 of the Knights. About a 35-yard fumble return for a touchdown.
13-0, Mishawaka Marian. Continuing on. An unfortunate turn of events for South Bend. Adams right on the hit. Knocks the ball out, and it was all she wrote.
Touchdowns are brought to you by Troy Gill with Health Markets Insurance Agency. Call Troy with all your life, health, and Medicare needs at 574-360-0791.
Oliver Sager, the 5'11 junior, back to kick. The right foot easily through It's now 14-0. Mishawaka Marian Knights.
Joy, just when Marian started facing a little bit of adversity on offense, the defense picks them up, scores some points. That's called complementary football.
And both touchdowns had something to do with a positive on defense. First touchdown was after an interception, then a run into the end zone. This time it's a fumble recovery, straight into the end zone again.
That's a good point. Defense is setting up the offense for success.
Which Marian has had some great plays on defense first couple weeks. It was tough against Mishawaka in the crosstown rivalry, but you can definitely tell that there's been some growth as we continue on in the 2025 campaign.
Now, coach is going to have to update Max preps again. This time a fumble recovery.
We're ready to kick again. Oliver Sager booting it away for the Knights.
Since its founding in 1954, Hoosier Spring Company has developed into one of the world's leading manufacturers of custom springs for the aerospace, military, and commercial sectors. 3 generations of the Suth, Lintic, and Nist families have demonstrated their commitment to Catholic education by providing tuition assistance to numerous students attending area Catholic schools and by providing financial assistance to numerous other area Catholic school initiatives.
Squib kick again.
Go Knights. Oh, it's a live ball.
Muffed at about the 25, and it'll be downed at the 24, or 26, excuse me.
Yeah, as soon as that ball travels 10 yards, it's live. It can be recovered by Marian.
John Bond almost got another return, but went back behind him this time around. 1st and 10 as we start off the Adams drive. Ball on the 26. 8:30 left to go in the first half.
You know, I'd like to give a shout-out to number 62, Cash Holycross, the center of the Adams Eagles. Every snap he's made tonight, I believe, has been right on target. And that's not easy to do.
Motion, run out to the left. Met at the 28-yard line on a gain of 2.
Carson Bryce with the carry, brought down by Parker Rosinski.
Parker Rosinski, the main tackler, but they did a great job of basically shutting down the left edge. Motion again, out to the right, fakes the handoff, thrown into the flat, just keeps it in the air, and will get the first down.
First down.
Down at the 29.
Adams trying to hurry up their offense a bit here.
Adams quickly back to the line. Trips left in an open backfield. Caden Keene.
So they have 5 wide receivers.
Snap, looks to the right, deep throw down the right side.
Intercepted.
Picked off. And
Yes.
Terrence Lane
Nice play.
at the 25-yard line. The second interception of the night for the Knights.
You know, Terrence Lane and the receiver were at the same spot at the same time, both with a chance to get that ball.
Flag on the field.
Terrence just wanted that ball a little bit more. He jumped and got it at its high point. This has to be an unsportsmanlike penalty of some
And
kind.
it was a good one-on-one matchup.
Dead ball foul. Unsportsmanlike? Is that what that means?
Yep, unsportsmanlike conduct.
It's going to march the ball 15 yards back. That's not what you want from your team ever. No matter in times of good or bad, you always want them to be respectful out on the field.
Well, and 15 yards is nothing to sneeze at ever, as we're at 7:29 here in the second quarter, 14-0 Knights. But going back to the interception, it was a good one-on-one matchup, but the throw was just, it was underthrown a little bit, but on that, I mean, you had a throw earlier in the game on the left sideline that was a little too far. It's really just honing down the strength of the throw. I mean, he had him open if he had overthrown running into it, but just a little underthrown. Here's the Knights, run up the middle, broken up in the backfield. That's going to be for a loss of about 2 yards.
That's a play that the Knights ran earlier in the game for about a 15-yard gain. This time it's a loss of 2. And it looks like both quarterbacks are on the field now. You have Fimble and Marr both out on the field. You saw this earlier in the first quarter. We're not sure who's calling the signal.
Well, both didn't definitely run the ball as we motion to the right.
As a matter of fact, here comes
Hands
Fimble.
off to the right. Here's Fimble. Taken down at about the 18-yard line. Will it be enough for the first?
You know, Coach Davidson said in pregame that he wanted to get the best players out on the field. And if that means having both quarterbacks out on the field to get your best 11, and that's what he's doing.
Down at the 18, just short of the first down. We're going to be at second. They're marking it 2nd and 12.
Marian set up 3rd down and 5.
Got trips left. Ace in the backfield.
Here's the snap. Hand up the middle. Jukes the defender. Brought down. First down at the 27-yard line.
Obviously, to make that play work, you have to have an offensive line that blocks. But also what made that play work was the fake.
Yes.
The fake by Lucas Marr.
And Malachi Dudley with the tackle.
That really opened up things for Vinny Gruber.
Here we go.
Gonna be
option to the left. The pitch to Gruber.
Wow.
Jukes again. First down at the 39.
This Marian Knight first down is brought to you by J-Mail Packaging and the DeRoll family.
Gain of 13 yards.
And once again, the run game working for the Knights.
And that run game going to the right side of the field. Who are the offensive linemen on the right side of the field? Running behind Preston Shue and Sam Curlio and Doran Brooks. And also number 44 playing an end position.
Coming onto the field for a equipment timeout. Lamar Shaw exiting the game. He took off his helmet. I believe he had an equipment malfunction with his helmet, but we're ready to go again. 5:22 left to go in the half. Steps back. Looking. Firing over the middle. Got a man. And through the hands of number 7, Jacob Whalen. Incomplete pass.
That was decent coverage by the Eagles. We had 2 guys. They had 2 defenders on one. It's hard to make that catch when you have 2 defenders trying to block your view.
So no good.
And the official.
So no good on the route over the middle. Back in the shotgun, 3 to the left. Fakes the handoff, gets it to Gruber.
Yeah.
But he's blown up at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
The Eagles are not going to be fooled by that play anymore, especially number 58, Lamar Shaw. That's another tackle for loss.
Lamar Shaw in on the tackle for Adams.
Boy, oh boy, he's a big boy playing nose tackle tonight. Preston Shue, the birthday boy. By the way, it's Preston Shue's birthday. His hands are full going against Lamar Shaw.
The 5'9" senior. Happy birthday to him. Snap. Handoff again to Gruber. Brought down by number 9, John Bond and Donald Morris.
Oh, it's fourth down.
4th and 4. Going to be placed at the 48.
Oh, coach is going to go for it.
Can they convert this 4th down? Didn't work out last time back in the first.
Well, their punt didn't work out last time either.
Here we go. Handoff again.
It'll be close.
Did he get it?
I don't think he got it.
No, he did not. Here comes South Bend Adams. 3:50 left to go here in the first half. 14-0 Mishawaka Marian. And still sticking with the ground and pound, methodical offense. It's getting them well, but we have not had a completed pass yet today.
Well, the Adams Eagles, they completed one pass. But, remember what Coach Davidson said in his interview. It's up to the coaches to establish their identity, the team's identity. And it seems like perhaps the coaches may be thinking that the identity of this Marian Knights team is to be a running team. So they're trying that out tonight, at least so far in the first half.
But yes, there was the pass in the flat meant a forward completion, but we got 2 to the right, motion to the right for the Eagles. Handoff off the middle,
Okay.
Stiff arm. He's got room down the left sideline. Misses the tackle to the 5. Touchdown, South Bend Adams.
No flags on the play.
A run up the middle that brings the Adams Eagles back within a touchdown and a PAT.
That's right. Oh.
They're going to call. Oh, okay, they're going to call it back.
Oh, no touchdown on the
They're
play.
going to call it back at the 27-yard line.
That official has an eagle eye to see him step out of bounds like that.
Gain of 18 sets up Adams 1st and 10 at the Marian 27.
So down on the 27, 1st and 10. Here comes Keene.
We have a new running back in the backfield for the Eagles. Number 16.
Here's the snap. Run up the middle. Defender on him, and he'll get a gain of about 2 yards. That would be Keene Caston, or Caston Keene on the run. No, forgive me. That was number 16, Kane Goddard.
Kane Goddard, the senior, wide receiver, tight end.
Throw to the right side, through the hands, incomplete. That was intended for number 5, Lucas Marr.
Well, Leighton Presbendowski for the Adams Eagles.
Forgive me, Leighton Presbendowski. 3rd and 5, placed at the 22.
Incomplete pass stops the clock from running, so there's 3 minutes, 7 seconds left. 3rd down and 5. Oh, number 2 is back in the game. Carson Bryce.
Motion to the left.
Oh!
Keene, snap over the head. Landed on at just shy of the 40 or the 35-yard line. That's going to be a loss of a lot for 4th down.
So you never really notice when the center is snapping well, but when the center snaps the ball a little too high or a little too low, the rest of the offense doesn't work.
A long 4th and 18. Keene, a lot of work to do. They're going to go for it.
4th and 18.
Fakes the handoff. Rolling to the right.
Dancing.
Will he keep it? Yes, he will. Can he get the first? No, he cannot. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Good job, defense.
Mishawaka Marian leaves the drive unscathed. Still 14-0. Now 2:21 left to go in the half.
Pushed out of bounds by J.J. Gruber.
J-Mill Packaging is celebrating 50 years in business as the area's premier box manufacturing company. The DeRoll family is committed to leading J-Mill Packaging as a world-class organization through innovative corrugated solutions and helping people win. At J-Mill Packaging, everybody matters. Let's go, Knight Nation.
Mitchell Fimble back for the Knights. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. He'll roll out to the right. Can he breaks the tackle? Yes.
Just throw it away,
Still alive and runs out of bounds at the 29-yard line.
All right. Got back to the line of scrimmage, or almost.
1 yard shy.
For a loss of 1.
Running out of bounds does stop the clock. There's 2 minutes, 13 seconds left.
Second down and 11 for Marian.
Second and 11.
Looks like the Eagles may be playing some man-to-man here. Man-to-man coverage.
Here's the motion. And the snap. Looks right. Scrambling. And taken down for yet another loss. Right, taken down by about the 26-yard line. Taken down by number 9, John Bond.
Loss of 4 brings up third down and 15 for the Knights.
The Knights need to get a little more support blocking from their running back there, Vinny Gruber.
Adams pressing in the middle. Roll to the left.
Boy, oh boy, this is...
Rolls out of the tackle. He's off to the races on the right side. Hits the sideline. And will step out at about the 46.
This Marian Knight first down is brought to you by J-Mill Packaging and the DeRoll family.
Mitchell Fimble, gain of 19 yards.
Boy.
A big 19-yard gain for the Knights.
Turned disaster into a first down.
And that wasn't even a designed run.
No.
Just improvisation at its finest.
At their own 45-yard line.
Single back. 3 to the left again. The snap.
Ooh.
Looking over the middle. Great block, but a flag goes down. Short pass completed to Gruber. And brought down for a first down around the 35.
Yeah, there's going to be a hold against the Marian Knights to bring the ball back.
And taken down again by John Bond.
I tell you, the Adams Eagles are starting to put some pressure. Putting some pressure on the Marian Knights here. Their defensive line is making it through.
We'll have holding on the Knights. So they're going to lose what was a great pass play, but it will be put out at the 35.
Boy, football really is just a back and forth game. A few yards forward, few yards back. A few yards forward, few yards back.
Just trying to make up for any of the penalty yards you do accrue.
Uh-oh.
Back again, tough snap. Miscommunicated out on the out route on the left side, intended for number 13, Jackson Simonowski.
Second down and 20.
Yeah, the Marian passing game seems to be a little out of sync tonight. I think you're right. They haven't completed one pass.
Which, putting the ball on the sideline there would have been a great game, but just a little bit of miscommunication or a misthrown ball. But here we go, back again.
Boy,
improvising to the right at sideline and throws it away.
Number 58, Lamar Shaw of the Adams Eagles, is unstoppable. He is in the backfield almost every play, putting pressure putting pressure on either Fimble or Marr, the quarterback in there at the time.
And got a little chatting between Donald Morris of Adams and the Mishawaka Marian sideline.
Well, just like, you should always do your talking out on the field with your play.
Motion. Over to the right. Tight end switches sides. Dropping back. Rolling to the left. Lets it fly and through the hands of number 13, Simonowski.
All right, we're going to try punting.
4th and 20.
Really solid defense by the Adams Eagles. Really solid. Say, I think the Marian offensive line coach is going to have to make some adjustments. Lamar Shaw is just wrecking this game with his play.
Here comes the punt from the Knights. Trying it again. Misses the
Oh
snap.
my.
Goes to the left and does get it away. Great punt. Lands at the 29, comes back and caught at the 31. South Bend Adams will start what could be the final drive of the first half. 53.7 seconds to go. Knights still lead 14-0.
Wow, Jackson Simonowski to remain calm under that pressure and to get the punt away. It's impressive.
Well, and to keep the composure, to break the tackle, get the kickoff. I mean, that is it. You're right. That is impressive to see, especially at the high school level.
He booted the ball maybe, 30, 35 yards down the field. Oh, here we have 5 wideouts for Adams. 5 wide receivers. Nobody in the backfield.
Keene down in the flat, completes the pass.
Uh-oh.
Gets the first and brought down at the 44-yard line. Tackle made looked like it was from number 47, J.J. Gruber.
Adams in the hurry-up offense. Uh-oh.
Staying with the single back. Marian trying to get the sub out. Just got it in time. Rolling out to the left now is Keene. Nowhere to throw. And tackled at the 48.
And timeout by the Eagles. Timeouts are brought to you by Troy Gill with Health Markets Insurance Agency. Call Troy with all your life, health, and Medicare needs at 574-360-0791.
But Adams, tough couple of plays here in what could be the final drive of the half.
Oh, this is definitely the final drive of the half. There are only 29 seconds left. It might be the final play of the half. And it's second down and 11.
But here with Adams, from what you've seen so far, what are you going to attempt a deeper pass, or what are you going to try to work the sidelines?
I think you got nothing to lose. Just try a deeper pass. They did break a run for a touchdown. If number 2 hadn't stepped out of bounds, maybe they'll try a play like that. But it looks like this is going to be a pass.
For sure, unless it's a designed QB run.
We got four receivers. 5 receivers.
Yeah, 4 to the right, 1 to the left. No. Here we go. Running all down to the right. Finds a hole and brought down at the 39-yard line. Nowhere to go. There was not a lot of places to throw. Not a lot of places to run.
Coach Davidson at the pregame show mentioned number 50, Supeli Sete, on the tackle. He said he's like a bull in a china shop. He was definitely creating some damage in the china shop that time.
Timeout again here at the 18-second mark here in the second quarter.
Notre Dame Federal Credit Union is proud to partner with Marian High School. As a supporter of the Knights, you are eligible for a Notre Dame FCU membership. Open an account and request an Elevate debit or credit card, directing 1% of all purchases right back to Marian High School. Head to NotreDameFCU.com/elevate to support Catholic education and help offset the cost of a student's tuition. 18 seconds left. Third down and 13. Got our
final chance to put a point on the board before we go to the half.
We have our 5 receiver set out on the field.
Dropping back. Avoiding the tackle, runs up the middle. Plenty of room to run. Gets the first and runs out just shy of the 40. 11.2 seconds left to go. 18 yards on the scramble. First and 10. Attempting the passes, but has not had enough time to survey the field.
Well, the defense is following the receivers down the field, and then you have the defensive line rushing up the field, which creates a big hole in the middle and allows the quarterback to scramble for several yards.
Here we go, Keene back. The throw to the left sideline, incomplete. Looking for number 11, Caston Keene. Wanted a flag on the play, but any kind of hit, which looked like it came from Braden Cerny, was well after the pass. It hit the ground.
Also, number 11 was the one that made the contact for Adams.
Here we go. 2 on each side, 1 back now. Here we go with the pass. Has to go up the middle and brought down. Did the ball come out?
Fumbled.
Who came out with it?
Number 53 with the flex for the Marian Knights and the tackle.
And
we
go to halftime. Knights up 14-0. And before we come back to hear from the head coach of the South Bend Adams Eagles, we'll also thank Hoosier Spring Company, but we'll thank them before we go into the half.
Since its founding in 1954, Hoosier Spring Company has developed into one of the world's leading manufacturers of custom springs for the aerospace, military, and commercial sectors. 3 generations of the Suth, Lentech, and Nitz families have demonstrated their commitment to Catholic education by providing tuition assistance to numerous students attending area Catholic schools and by providing financial assistance to numerous other area Catholic school initiatives. Go Knights.
It's halftime here at Bob Atolsky Field in Mishawaka. We'll step aside, and when we come back, we'll hear from the head coach of South Bend Adams, Frank Karszewski. We'll be right back here for Mishawaka Marian football right here on the Regional Radio Sports Network. It's halftime here at Bob Atolsky Field. 14-0 is our score at the Mishawaka Marian Knights leading the way. But let's take a look at some scores around the Northern Indiana Conference and Northern Indiana. Mike, take it away.
Yeah, one score is South Bend St. Joe 14, New Prairie 7. That game is just a few miles away from us, and I know JP is on the call for that game. And Penn, South Bend Riley, the game's in progress, but I don't have a score. And then here at Atolsky Field, Marian 14, Adams 0. And in Elkhart, the Elkhart Lions are leading South Bend Washington High School 6-0. And another score that's kind of a big game in our area is the Mishawaka Caveman, an opponent of the Marian Knights just a few weeks ago. They are leading the Concord Minutemen 24-21 in the second quarter.
All right, let's hear from the head coach of the South Bend Adams Eagles, Frank Karszewski.
We develop quality citizens who keep our core, our country, and our communities side by side on the winning side. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com. For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
This is the end of a Horizon Bank commercial. Why show the end of our commercial at the beginning of our commercial? We think you'll find Horizon does a lot of things differently than other banks. Horizon Bank. Get a conversation started.
Welcome back to Bob Atolsky Field. Knights are up 14-0 as we have about a minute and a half left in halftime. Mike, your first half thoughts?
First half thoughts. The Marian Knights have taken advantage of mistakes made by the Eagles. Two interceptions, I think, made by the Knights, and also a fumble return for a touchdown. And really, that's the difference in the game. I think you mentioned this earlier, Luke, that the defensive turnovers really helped set up the offensive Knights, and it made it possible for them to score.
Well, and it allowed them to get into the red zone right away. And after having so much success on the ground, I mean, it only made sense to just keep pounding it up the middle, mixing up the looks. I mean, they've had some. They've just been very physical. You know, they just had been. Adams had a couple of physical drives, had stopped them, forced them to punt, forced them to try and convert fourth down. But you know, it's been the battle of the ground games, and so far, Mishawaka Marian has taken advantage of at least two drives to take a lead in the half.
It has been the battle of the ground game. I think there's only been one or two completed passes in the first half, and I don't expect that to change. Marian's having such good success running the ball. Why change it?
Well, and mixing it up between design quarterback runs, options, we saw a ton of the option on both sides of the line, and you know, when you can, especially at the high school level, if you can operate the option well, I mean, you're more than likely going to be successful. And, I mean, there hasn't been a lot of the option, or a lot of plays that the option has not been successful, and that has not at least gotten them some sort of positive yards.
Yeah, it really takes advantage of the defense. It forces the defense to be disciplined. And when you're, as a defensive player and you're trying to defend the option, you want to attack the ball. But that's not always the assignment when you are trying to defend against an option team. Sometimes your assignment is to defend or to attack a certain player. And if they have the ball, great, you make the tackle. If not, you take that option away so that the other team has to do something else.
Well, Oliver Sager, the 5'11 junior, ready to kick us off for quarter number 3 here in Mishawaka. They've been doing a lot of squib kicking in the first half. Let's see if he lets one fly.
They have, and that's just so strange to me. Like, why
Squib
they're doing
again
that.
through the hands of Adams and down at the 28. That is through the hands of number 9, John Bond.
Yeah, that's the second time John Bond has had his hands on a kickoff tonight.
Morris with the recovery
So let's get ready
at the Adams 29-yard
for
line.
Caden Keene
A gain of 31 yards.
to see what kind of second half adjustments John Adams has prepared for the second half.
Yeah, I really think that they just need to keep their hands on the ball and not turn it over. Got to be a little smarter with the ball. Got to keep it.
2 backs in the single back formation.
Interesting. Under center, I formation.
More motion to the right, handoff again. A little bit of room. Tackled at the 38 for a gain of about 4 to 5.
Yeah, that's a very productive play. They push the ball down the field, 4 yards.
Carson Bryce on the carry.
2nd down and 6.
Here we go under center again. Hands it off to the left side, looking for the line, and
Nice
tackled
tackle.
out of bounds at the 34.
That tackle was made by number 10, Gage McHugh.
The junior,
Guys,
5'11 junior.
didn't we just hear the Adams coach at halftime saying that football's always evolving?
Yes.
This looks like an offense from the early 2000s. We have I backfield, quarterback under center.
Hey, sometimes you have to go traditional.
You have to go
Here's
traditional.
Keene trying to
Oh,
the sack.
Kazeder! Oh,
He's still alive. Running up the middle and taken down at the 30. Tackle being made by number 53, Caden Lee, the 6'1", 275-pound senior.
all right.
So we'll get set
That's a loss of 5.
to punt the ball away. We got
So that's a 3 and out for the Adams Eagles.
3 and out on the first drive of the second half.
10 for the Eagles.
They're not going to kick it. They're going to stay out. Offense is going to stay on the field.
Interesting. Maybe they are going to do a pooch punt? Or they're going to call a timeout. So timeouts are brought to you by Troy Gill with Health Markets Insurance Agency. Call Troy with all your life, health, and Medicare needs at 574-360-0791. It's 4th down and a long way.
Fourth and a long way is a great way to describe it, as the sun sets here on Bob Atolsky Field. First game of the Northern Indiana Conference season here in 2025.
Let's see.
And South Bend Adams looking to climb back for their first win against Mishawaka Marian since 2012.
I do have a scoreboard update. Speaking of NIC games, South Bend St. Joe 21, New Prairie 7.
JP Gilbert on the call over in South Bend.
And next week, of course, is the Holy War between the Marian Knights and the St. Joe Huskies. This year the game will be played at South Bend St. Joe.
So Adams will go back to punt. Garcia Lazo
Whoa!
gets the snap, gets it into the air, and caught at the 40 by Terrence Lane. Going to the right-hand side, spins out of a tackle, but ultimately taken down by number 9, John Bond.
Also, number 37, Jarrell Jones was in on the tackle.
So not a bad return.
No, not a bad.
Definitely got some positive yards out of that, and they're going to have some decent field position at about the 50-yard line.
Yeah.
Believe they're going to mark this at about the 48-yard line, I believe it should be.
1st and 10.
So the Knights are going to send out Mitchell Fimble for this drive. And they do not have Lucas Marr out on the field. Single back in the backfield, fakes the handoff.
Double
Quarterback
keeps.
run, went to the left, now up
Wow.
the middle, spins out again, and tackled at about the 48. That's combined with Leighton Presbendowski and John Bond.
That was a well-earned 5-yard run.
He's done very well with spinning out of tackles, breaking tackles when he needs to, trying to get some extra yardage after contact. And, I mean, we saw it in the first half. I mean, he's continuing in the second.
And as he does that, he holds on to the ball. He retains possession.
So now motion, heading to the right,
Nice
fakes
play.
to Lane, runs up the middle, hard hit at the 42, no, at the 38, and eventually brought down at the 37.
Sorry for laughing. Fimble picks up the flag for the official. He's like, there was no flag here. Just take this from me. Put it back in your pocket.
Yeah, you dropped something, sir.
Yeah, you dropped this.
So we'll be holding on the Knights.
We've seen Marian run that play 4 times tonight. That's the 5th time. This time they ran it to the left with some success, except for the hold.
Placed at the 44. 9:41 here in the third quarter, 14-0 Mishawaka Marian. They'll stick with 2 receivers to the left and a single back.
There's big old number 58 for the Adams Eagles. Shaw lining up over the center.
Right, run to the right side, past one defender, and brought down at about the 45.
You know, that time Vinny Gruber had a burst of speed that I really haven't seen. Uh-oh, he's hurt.
Carson Bryce on the tackle, but we do have a Knight down.
I think he got bent backwards there.
Yeah, he did get brought down to the grass real hard. I mean, there was 2 defenders. I know Carson Bryce, and it looked like possibly Jacob Whalen on the tackle.
Yeah.
But as he's checked out, let's thank one of our sponsors. Let's thank our good friends at Troy Gill.
Call Troy Gill, your local licensed insurance agent with Health Markets Insurance Agency in northern Indiana. Choosing the right Medicare plan for you can be confusing. Let Troy help you find a plan that best fits your needs and budget. Call 574-360-0791 to speak with a licensed insurance agent for a free appointment virtually, by phone, or in person to review your specific needs and help find a plan that's right for you. Call 574-360-0791 today. Health Markets Insurance Agency is licensed in all states and D.C. Service and product availability varies. Agents may be compensated based on enrollment. No obligation to enroll.
So Vinny Gruber will go to the sidelines, and replacing him is going to be number 3, Parker Rosinski. Rosinski, the 5'8", 162-pound junior, will play his first snaps of the game. Run to the right-hand side, stiff arm, but taken out at about the 37. But a great first run for the junior in his first snap tonight.
This Marian Night first down is brought to you by J Mill Packaging and the Dorol family.
Brought down by Donald Morris. Marian has first.
Now 8:54 here in the third. First and 10. Adams crowding the middle. Motion to the right. Here's the snap and the handoff. Going to the right again.
Wow.
Powers through with the right shoulder and gets himself to the 28. Brought down by, that would be number 50.
It's a 9-yard carry. 9-yard carry for Rosinski.
Actually, it looks like number 58, Lamar Shaw.
He's a beast.
Shaw, the 260-pound junior, standing at 5'11".
Yeah, he made the tackle on the sideline. He's coming from the middle of the middle of the line to the sideline to make that tackle. That's good hustle.
Here's the snap and the handoff. Now up the middle. Pushing through. It looks like, will it move the chains?
Oh, yeah. This Marian Knight first down is brought to you by Jamil Packaging and the DeRoll family.
Well, and Shaw, helmet came off. He's going to have to go to the sideline. But he will be replaced by number 99, Salif Lucensi.
I'm glad you had to say that name and not me.
The 5'9", 310-pound.
Whoa!
310-pound junior to come in for the Eagles. The snap for Fimble. Design run.
Wow.
Has the chance. Drives the right shoulder, but knocked out of bounds by Carson Bryce. Should be marked at about the 8-yard line.
He was pushed out of bounds by number 2, Carson Bryce. And this Marian Knight first down is brought to you by J-Mill Packaging and the DeRoll family.
Knights back in the red zone. Man-to-man on the far receiving matchups. As it's going to be a run again to the right side. Can he get it? No. He is stopped at the goal line by number 27, Malachi Dudley.
He's slippery. And what I mean by that, the defense tries to grab onto him and he just breaks their grip. You're going to have to tackle him with the shoulder.
Well read by the backfield, realizing he's going to the right, quarterback designed run, and being able to meet him at the goal line, and it looks like it will be placed at the 2. Motion for the Knights. Running to the left.
Whoa!
Spins around, now going to the right. Can he get out to the outside? No. He may have made it to the 1. So, no gain on the play. This will be placed at the 2. There is a flag on the play. Thrown
in the end zone.
On the far side. Is there a potential for a hold here?
Could be a defensive holding. Officials are discussing it. That's all right. I'm just waiting for Mitchell Fimble to go over and pick up the flag for the official.
Yeah, he is not attempting that one twice. It's going to get picked up.
No, I think it's... Oh, I missed the call.
Yeah, it is holding.
Oh, but so far away from the ball.
I mean, you're still in the red zone. You still have a chance here, as we're going to have a substitution for the Knights coming onto the field.
I think, is that Vinny
Zach Gruber again.
Gruber back in the game.
It looks like Gruber has re-entered. Yes, he has definitely re-entered. He's going to be solo in the backfield for second down.
Well, you heard Coach at the beginning of the game say that he's tough as nails. And they give him
Hands
the
it
ball.
off up the middle. Not quite. He's going to be down at the 5 or just shy.
He's at the
and
5.
Now we have an Eagle slow to get up. And they're going to take some time to check him out. But he is up now. Oh, no, he is returning to the ground. It looks like that's number 37, Jarrell Jones.
And it was Mitchell Fimble who tried to help him up off the ground.
He's just trying to help out any way he can. I mean,
I like that. He's that's the motto. That's part of the motto at Marian is to provide service. He's just trying to help out on the field.
Well, that and speaking of mottos and mantras, Mishawaka Marian's mantra for this season is uncommon, and that's also what they call their goals because per Mike Davidson, head coach, a motto is only believed if acted upon. And I love that saying because, I mean, you can set your sights on something, but if there's no action behind it, I mean, it's almost pointless.
So I know I've seen a few T-shirts worn by the players with that motto, uncommon.
We get set to go again. 6:34 left to go here in the third quarter.
I have a few scores here. The Elkhart Lions are leading the South Bend, Washington High School Panthers 13-7. That's a close game, surprisingly. And then South Bend St. Joe is leading New Prairie 21-7 at halftime.
Well, they jumped out of their 6-0 halftime lead, so slowly but surely over in Elkhart, or for Elkhart. Run up the middle. Is that going?
He's still on his feet.
He spun around. He is still stopped shy of the goal line.
Is this fourth down?
4th and 1.
Oh, 4th and 1.
And I can imagine they're going to try for it. I don't know why you would kick at this point.
I mean, worst case scenario, they don't make it, and Marian comes in to play defense with Adams starting from the 1 yard line.
I know the last time Marian was at the goal line, Fimble tried to punch it in. He will go under center.
The quarterback sneak, I remember, and he was denied.
He goes for it again. The play is blown dead. And it's a timeout for Mishawaka Marian. We'll do the same. We'll be right back with more Mishawaka Marian High School football right here on the Regional Radio Sports Network.
This is the end of a Horizon Bank commercial. Why show the end of our commercial at the beginning of our commercial? We think you'll find Horizon does a lot of things differently than other banks. Horizon Bank. Get a conversation started.
5:33 to go here in quarter number 3. 14-0 Mishawaka Marian, who will continue the drive at the 1 yard line.
As I look at this formation, I see Terrence Lane, number 1, split out to the left, one-on-one. I may be tempted to throw the ball to him. Whoa!
Bad snap over his head, but the play's not done yet. Runs to the left, thrown in off the right hand of Terrence Lane in the back of the end zone. That's a turnover on downs, and South Bend Adams will pick things up. Well done on the scramble, though. I mean, he had the right idea. Try to go for Lane, cutting to the back corner of the end zone. It's just, once again, just a little too lofty to complete the touchdown.
Yeah, it was just a high snap, and it threw the timing of the whole play off. But Fimble almost made a recovery there. It's a valiant effort.
First and 10 at their own 1 yard line.
Oh, boy, when a defense is thinking one thing here, I think safety.
I can imagine
there's
going to be some pressure.
Own end zone?
If there's not some sort of pressure in the backfield at all, I'll be surprised.
Adams is thinking, let's get a 99-yard touchdown play.
Or at least separate yourself from the end zone a little bit. Get something positive on this one. Motion with Keene under center. Goes to the right. Runs up the middle.
No idea
Plenty of green for him if he can get past the defender, but brought down at what looks like the 18-yard line. Tackle made by number 10, Gage McHugh.
I had no idea where the ball was going. I thought he was getting tackled in the end zone. I'm like,
well, he had a sense of urgency going through the line of scrimmage, and in that case, I mean, you don't want to take your time. You got to make something happen and make it quick. Motion again for Adams. Bad snap, but kept alive. Running to the right is Keene and blown up in the backfield.
that must be the bad snap end of the field there.
And they're at least keeping control of the football. You know, there's a lot of things that could happen that could go really bad, really fast, especially if Marian picks it up in the end zone. But Keene did a great job at least controlling the football and pushing forward in some way. So Keene with a single back. Motion to the right. Fakes the handoff, throwing the flat, connected down the line, and he runs out of bounds. That was caught by number 85. That is Benton Lennox, the sophomore.
There is a flag on the field.
Yeah. Flag at about where the catch was made. About it looks like it's the 15, if not the 13. Here we go. Let's see what we got.
Legal shift by the offense.
Legal shift by Adams. That's going to bring them back. And
of course they're going to take the penalty.
yeah, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you pin them back on the goal line again? Now,
they're going to decline.
Declining it.
Why would you decline? No, Mike Davidson is saying, I don't know about this.
Well, he definitely wanted to have some words before a final decision was made.
Yeah, you push him. Oh,
still
they are
declining.
Decline.
Still declining.
Okay. Did they? Oh, I see. I understand why they declined, because the play actually lost 5 yards. It's 2nd and 15 instead of possibly 1st and 15.
Well, yeah, big difference there.
I guess it makes sense. Now, wait a minute.
Close, 19.
What are they doing now? I have no idea what's going on. They just moved the line of scrimmage way back.
But nonetheless, Adams trying to work out of it again. 2nd and 19. Ball's officially on the 6-yard line.
Okay, well, Adams went way backwards.
Keene back under center. And the play.
Now what?
There's another flag.
Okay.
And that was before even a cadence could be said.
Just dead ball.
On offsides on Adams.
My good gravy.
Well,
now is that half the distance to the goal? Or
it would be half the distance to the goal.
Second down and 22 yards from the 3-yard line.
That is tough. You know, 2nd and 22 now.
All right, now the defense is going to start thinking safety again.
Well,
I mean, they were out to the 18-yard line.
Well, and you could see them crowding the box heavily. So, I mean, you can imagine they're trying to stop the run.
Now they're all the way back to the 3. They just lost 15 yards.
How does Keene answer?
He's under center.
Motion.
Option right.
To the right, and nowhere to go. Stopped with a small gain where it looks like it's the 4-yard line.
You know, last week I remember Coach Davidson saying that in the Mishawaka game, the Marian defense didn't have enough hats around the ball. They've improved. They've improved the number of hats. That time, 5 or 6 Marian Knights were in there on the tackle. Lots of hats there.
So now we're looking at 3rd and 19. 3:38 left to go here in the third quarter. 14-0. Mishawaka Marian.
Run up the middle.
Run up the middle. Cuts to the right. He has the line. Still going. but still short of the first down.
Short of the first down. He probably gained 15 yards on that run, but he's still going to be 4 yards shy of the first down.
Knocked out of bounds by number 52, Dorn Brooks, the 6'1", 235-pound senior. Ball placed at the 21.
Mitchell Thimble knocked him out of bounds after a gain of 18.
Seems like the Adams Eagles are going to go for it on fourth down. It's 4th down and 5. The ball is on the 22-yard line. Oh, I hope the Marian Knights need to watch the ball here.
Adams quickly to the line, and it will be a false start. Number 5, Leighton Presbendowski, a little quick to start.
Yep. The subterfuge by the Adams Eagles worked, possibly. The officials are
That's
discussing.
That's at least what the first thought is. Unless Mishawaka Marian crossed the line of scrimmage before, or it was not caused by the offense for anyone to start going.
Well, the officials are deep in discussion. Who moved first?
Here we go. Official decision.
Oh, the Marian
Offsides
Knights.
by Mishawaka Marian. South Bend Adams.
You know what? Better
Helping Adams with some fortune.
better to learn that lesson now in a game instead of
the sectional final. Absolutely. So here we go.
Watch that ball.
Caden Keene out from under center. Here's the snap. Handoff. Up and to the right. Still on his feet. And down about the 38. Tackle made by number 53, Caden Lee.
I tell you, Carson Bryce has come out in the second half and is running the ball hard.
Brought down by Doran Brooks. Sets up 2nd down and 4 for the Eagles.
Here's the snap, rolling to the left, cutting up the middle, room up the middle. Here he goes. He's got room, heads to the right, and brought down by Mitchell Thimble at about the 47-yard line.
Caden Keene with the keeper.
Just a moment ago, the ball was on the 3-yard line. Is there a flag? Adams is walking backwards.
Holding on the offense.
Holdings on the Eagles.
So just like that, one big gain, one big step back.
Yeah, this is really a back and forth.
Well, if the goal was to burn some clock, I mean, we have done just that now for two different quarters. Mishawaka Marian in the first. Now South Bend Adams here in the third. 2:02 left to go in the third quarter. Looking at 2nd and 3. Motion to the right.
Oh, good move.
Up the middle again. Carson Bryce plowing through and getting the first down for South Bend Adams.
He's inspired this second half, Carson Bryce. He's running hard and fast.
And Adams sticking with the hurry up. Motion now for Leighton Presbnowski. Pitched over to the right. Here's Bryce. Just short of the first down. Is going to be down at the 47-yard line. Brought down by number 55, Isaac Walton.
Quick scoreboard update. The Elkhart Lions 20 and the South Bend Washington Panthers 7. And South Bend St. Joe 21, New Prairie 7 at halftime. Those are NIC scores.
Here's the handoff again, up the middle.
First down.
Taken down at the 48 and met by number 57.
3 by Carson Bryce is enough for an Adams first down.
It looks like, no, excuse me, that's going to be 53, Caden Lee.
J.J. Gruber with the stop for the Knights.
Here we go. We got 1st and 10 again for the Eagles. Officially on the 49. Motion. Here's the option to the right. Pitched. Few more yards and down. Just short of the 40. Probably marked at the 43.
Carson Bryce with the 6-yard carry.
A few more scores. Penn 21, Riley 6, Mishawaka 24, Concord 21, Gemtown 21, Fairfield 14.
Option to the right now. He keeps it. Gets the first down and will be down at the 37.
Boy, the Eagles are beginning to run the ball effectively.
Number 60, Adam Corrente, the 5'11", 246-pound junior entering for the Mishawaka Marian defensive line. 4 tackles for him this season, 1 tackle for a loss, and we have a flag is holding again by South Bend Adams. And now they'll pick up from the 47.
The Adams 37-yard line.
Adams still inching their way out of their own side of the field.
Well, they keep going back and forth. Cross the 50, get pushed back to the other side of the 50. It's got to be frustrating for the Adams coach.
Keene sends the motion to the right, throws it, connects, breaks the tackle. That's caught by number 5, Leighton Presbodowski, and will be brought down by number 4, Braden Cerny.
Well, Adams has found some plays that work on offense. They're going to be attacking the edges.
If it's positive yards as we're done with the third quarter, 14-0 still our score. Mishawaka Marian still in the lead here in the NIC opener. We'll be back for more Mishawaka Marian high school football right here on the Regional Radio Sports Network.
We develop quality citizens who keep our core, our country, and our communities side by side on the winning side. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the
Welcome back to Bob Atolsky Field here in Mishawaka, Indiana. We're in the fourth quarter with the Mishawaka Marian Knights up 14-0, and here's South Bend Adams continuing a very methodical drive. Keene with a handoff up the middle, great gain on the play, and gets the first down.
It's going to be a first down
for South Bend Adams.
I do want to give a shout out to the Marian Knight managers, Valeria Garcia, Victoria Garcia, and Alora Givens. Whenever there's a timeout, they are the first ones out onto the field to give the players a fresh drink of water.
Carson Bryce and J.J. Gruber with the stop on that play. Fakes the
Fake
handoff.
to nobody, wide open.
Wide open down the right sideline and no good over the head of number 85. That is the sophomore Lennox Benton.
Yeah, Bennick's got behind the defensive back that time. Easily got behind the DB. Better pass, and that would have been a touchdown for the Eagles.
Probably one of the best looks in the air for Adams tonight.
I think that they're going to go back to that.
Here we go. Run to the
Attacking with
left.
the option.
On the corner, but stopped quickly by number 47, J.J. Gruber. Had the right idea, had an open gap to run on the left side, but it closed quickly when the senior came in for the tackle.
Brings up third down for Adams.
Third down for South Bend Adams, 3rd and 7. Motion. Handoff over to the left, out and around. Here comes Gruber.
Nice play.
But brought down by number 3, Parker Merzinski.
Parker Merzinski making plays on the offensive and defensive sides of the ball. As running back and defensive back tonight. Ooh, it's 4th down.
And he didn't even get him all the way to the ground. He basically just forced his knee down, but good enough as we got 4th and 6.
Got to watch the ball, defensive line.
Back to pass. In the flat, spins around, well done, and tackled from behind. That is number 9, Mitch Fimble, caught by number 0, Jeffrey Seitz.
That is a 1st down for the Adams Eagles.
10:33 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Wouldn't it be something if Adams ran out half the clock again? Option to the right, keeps it.
Boy, that
and
plays.
will get tackled out of bounds looks about at the 20.
That play is working really well for the Adams Eagles. They have found something that works. Option right, option left.
And if you don't have a quick answer in the secondary after the pitch, I mean, it's a very effective run, especially at this level. You're not going to quite see the RPO ran very often, but that'd probably be the next step. Here we go. Back to pass to the right, over the head of number 85, Lennox Benton, the 6'4 sophomore.
He found a way to get open again. This time he was in the middle of the field. Say he's 6'4"?
6'4", yes. 6'4", 170-pound sophomore.
He's a big target. Watch the ball, defensive line.
Motion for
Option
Whalen.
again.
Here is the pitch. Bryce.
And there's a flag on the
Bryce
play.
his way. He's still on his feet. Did he make it? No, he didn't. Just short, but there is a flag on the play. Illegal shift again for the Eagles. So that erases what gain on that play.
Gosh, we have seen that several times from the Eagles' offensive tonight. They make a huge play on offense, only to be called back because of a penalty, either a legal shift or holding. Offsides. Boy, they've probably gained 100 yards on this drive. But they've only I mean, they have.
That's very true. I mean, offensively, they have a lot of things right. You know, I mean, you connect a few of those open passes. You know, it's a whole other ball game. But it's just the penalties right now. Looking to pass, knocked
Nice.
and twisted, tackled to the ground. That's combined with number 60, Adam Corrente, and it looked like number 50.
That
would be Supeli Seat.
That was definitely a coverage sack. No one to throw the ball to down the field. Quarterback just had to eat it.
So we go to 4th down.
Oh boy, here we go. 4th down again.
The moment of truth. 5 receivers lining up. 4 to the left. Throws to the right in the end zone.
Oh my.
Knocked away by Gage McHugh, looking once again for Lennox Benton.
I don't have the best eyesight, but it looked like the ball was in the hands of number 85 there for a second.
It was in the hands, and that's when McHugh just punched it out. The closest connection downfield we've seen for Adams outside of a pass in the flat. And once again, well thrown. This is a well-thrown ball, but also it was well defended.
Well defended. Well, Adams has found some plays on offense that works. We have some option right and option left, and throwing the ball to 85.
So Lucas Marr will take over on this drive as he hands it off. Plenty of, was a well-open lane, but then brought down by Donald Morris. That was Terrell Lane on the run.
I think what Marian would like to do here is just to hold onto the ball as long as possible. Make a slow progression down the field. Hold on to the ball. Let the clock wind down.
Well, you're up 14-0.
Right.
It's not like there's been a lot of pressure to run out the score at this point. However, they obviously are going to try to separate some more, but no need to risk anything.
No.
The run by Gruber stopped quickly. By that was Leighton Presbendowski.
This Marian Knight first down is brought to you by Jamal Packaging, or J-Mill Packaging, and the DeRoll family.
But not until Gruber gains 2 yards, which is enough for a Knights first down.
1st and 10 placed at the 39, or at the 40.
I haven't called Lamar Shaw's name yet this half.
Here's the snap.
Oh, there's the misdirection you've
End
been waiting
around
for.
To the right side.
There it
Key
is.
block. He's got room to the 30 and brought down at the 23-yard line.
See, Luke, you've been waiting for them to do something with the motion, and there you go. You just had to be patient, wait long enough for it to happen. This Marian Knight first down is brought to you by J-Mill Packaging and the DeRoll family. It's a 42-yard gain.
The longest play of the night from both sides. 1st and 10 from the 22. Hands it off. Gruber. Will he get it? No, he's stopped at about the 15. And that is going to be brought down by number 2, Carson Bryce.
Carson Bryce with the stop.
Yeah, there's no reason for Marian to hurry here. Just take your time.
Take your time. Let the clock bleed out. And roll into a week 3 victory if your defense holds strong. Hands it off again. Now going to the left end and brought down by number 1, Donald Morris, the 5'10 sophomore.
This Marian Knight first down is brought to you by J-Mill Packaging and the DeRoll family.
Morris, 7 tackles before tonight.
Is the ball really on the 5th? The ball's not.
Ball will
on
be
the 8-yard line. 9-yard line.
It'll be on the 9-yard line. 1st and 9.
Gruber in the backfield.
Bleeding the play clock. Snapped. Keeps it. To the left and slammed to the ground by number 58, Lamar Shaw.
There we go, Lamar. I've been waiting to call your name.
Coming into the game for the Adams defense, looking number 11, Caston Keene. He'll replace Jacob Whalen. Here we go. 3 to the right, 1 back. Been a ground and pound drive. Hands it off again. And tackled for a loss. Brought back to the 15. And that was Leighton Presbendowski. with the tackle.
Carson Rice led the tacklers.
And remember, this is goal to go, I believe.
Third down and goal.
11 yards to go. What do you do here if you're Coach Davidson? Or the offensive coordinator?
I think it's updating. If it'll come back up, I can give it to you. 3 left on the play clock. And timeout will be called.
Timeout, Marian.
It will be Mishawaka Marian timeout.
Timeouts are brought to you by Troy Gill with Health Markets Insurance Agency. Call Troy with all your life, health, and Medicare needs at 574-360-0791.
And we'll keep it right here. And Mike, you are in the red zone. You've ran the ball all the way across the field. And now, I mean, you only have a couple more chances. I mean, 3rd down and 4th to make something of this drive. Are you going to try a pass, maybe a short pass to the flat, a little slant route? What are you going to attempt here?
I think what I would do as a coach, if I have confidence in my field goal kicker, I think I'm going to try to run the ball up the middle, and then if the play is stopped short of the end zone, then maybe try a field goal. Make it make it more than a 2-score game.
Donald Morris pressing on Jackson Simonowski on the near sideline, entering the game. It's going to be number 2. That's Terrell Lane. The snap, end around.
There it is.
Touchdown, Knights.
That's the play that they ran with Vinny Gruber 4 or 5 times. This time they run it with Lane for a touchdown. He's got some speed. And touchdowns are brought to you by Troy Gill and Health Markets Insurance Agency. Call Troy with all your life, health, and Medicare needs at 574-360-0791.
Oliver Sager to punch home the PAT. Good. 21.
Oh, the ball hit the scoreboard. That's so fun.
21-0. Mishawaka Marian. We'll be back to Bob Atolsky Field for more Mishawaka Marian football and Northern Indiana Conference opening play here on the Regional Radio Sports Network.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Back here at Bob Atolsky Field, 21-0 Mishawaka Marian as we get ready to kick off again.
I have a scoreboard update. South Bend St. Joe 34, New Prairie 7. South Bend St. Joe will be undefeated as they play Marian in the Holy War game next week. Looks like a squib
Sager,
kick.
the a little lofty but short, picked up by Kane Goddard, and he'll take a knee. South Bend Adams will start at about the 38-yard line.
Another score from the NIC, the Elkhart Lions 27, and they're beating the Panthers of South Bend. Elkhart Lions 27, the Panthers 7. That game's in the 4th quarter.
Lots of football. A beautiful sight on a Friday night, a Saturday, and a Sunday from here on out. The rest of the year.
Go Bears. Let's see.
motion from South Bend Adams. Tossed over, still on his feet, and down at the 40. Brought down by Parker Mrozinski. Caught by
Pass complete. Lennox Benton on the catch.
Lennox Benton.
Parker Mrozinski with the tackle.
Scores from the NLC, the Northern Lakes Conference, which is right next to us here, one county over. Warsaw 37, Goshen 7.
Pass to the left. Caught and picks up the first. Caught by number 5, Leighton Presbodowski.
Wawasee 7, Northwood 6. Northridge 21. Plymouth 14. Concord 34, Mishawaka 31.
Wanted to pass, blown up at the 35.
Is that the bull in the China shop?
Credit that one to Sapelli Sette combined with number 90.
I think Coach Davidson should get him a set of horns to wear.
That was very well read and quick to the backfield. Keene
And he's
back to try it again.
He's lining up right over the center.
Run up the middle.
Nice play.
Stopped quickly. That was 47 to J.J. Gruber.
Carson Price with the carry.
Third down now for South Bend Adams. They kept it alive last drive. Let's see what they do here.
Third down and 21 for the Eagles.
They'll keep it spread out. We're going to go 2 receivers, both sides, and a single back. Cerny creeping in on the side. Goes in, but connects on the left-hand side. Big first down for South Bend Adams as he connects with Jeffrey Seitz for a big gain.
The gain of 24 for the Eagles.
Nice throw and catch.
2:30 left to go in regulation. 21-0. Adams looking to take the goose egg off the board. Run up the middle and stopped at the line of scrimmage. Brought down by number 60, Adam Corrente.
Adam Corrente with the stop on Carson Price for no gain. What was the number of the runner?
209. Keene, a lot of work to do. Goes back, fakes the throw. Lots of room over the middle. Still on his feet.
Gets enough for the first down.
Down at the 28.
Gain of 13 yards. And the Eagles have first and 10.
Adams putting pressure. Have a touchdown you can let up. But here's a pass to the flat. Taken down quickly after the catch. Braden Cerny and Gage McHugh on the tackle. Now Keene in the backfield all alone. 1:20 to go. Trying to just work quickly, not going to take any timeouts here. Second down.
Backfield.
Throw to the left, and little 1-yard gain for the Eagles, caught by Jeffrey Seitz.
And tackled by number 1, Terrence Lane.
Gain of 3, third down and 4 for Adams.
Down to the final minute, 50 seconds left to go. Just letting the clock run down as Mishawaka Marian will pick up their second win of the season. Keene looking up the middle again and brought down by Doran Brooks.
But enough for the first down.
Clock stops at 28 seconds, 1st and 10. Ball placed and back at it again. 23 seconds. Drops back. No room in, sacked.
Seth Kaziter.
Sacked by Kaziter.
With the sack.
And that'll be the dagger.
Will that be...
Final 5 seconds, and they won't try to run another play. Mishawaka Marian is your victor, 21-0, and starts NIC play 1-0, and now moves to 2-1. Adams 1-2, 0-1 in NIC play. We'll step aside for a second as we begin to wrap up tonight on the Regional Radio Sports Network's coverage of Mishawaka Marian High School football.
Quality citizens who keep our core, our country, and our communities side by side on the winning side. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
This is the end of a Horizon Bank commercial. Why show the end of our commercial at the beginning of our commercial? We think you'll find Horizon does a lot of things differently than other banks. Horizon Bank. Get a conversation started.
Down 3, 2, 1.
Back here on the Regional Radio Sports Network, production of Mishawaka Marian High School football. 21-0 is our final score. And we are set to give you our players of the game. On offense, Terrell Lane. He had some very key moments back in the second and the fourth on the end-around run, the misdirection, and one of them was really a kind of crucial touchdown to make it 14-0 after struggling in the red zone, getting brought back a little bit off some tackles for loss. You know, he came up big to allow Mishawaka Marian to separate themselves and really to start pulling away from South Bend Adams back in the first half, but you know, he just had little moments all throughout the game.
He has bursts of speed. I think it was difficult for the defense to adjust to. They couldn't catch him. Defensively for the Marian Knights, I have players of the game. And I'd like to mention J.J. Gruber and Adam Carente, Seth Kaziter, and I don't know how to say your first name, but it's Satay, the bull in the china shop.
Well, South Bend Adams will travel to New Prairie next week for Week 4 and Week 2 of the Northern Indiana Conference play. Mishawaka Marian will be featured in the Holy War at South Bend St. Joe next week. Next Regional Radio Sports Network broadcast of Marian football will be for the Holy War at St. Joe. So tune in to rrsn.com for one of the biggest rivalries in St. Joe County. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in tonight. We'd like to thank the U.S. Marines, Eric Gunther State Farm, Quebec Networks, McDonald PT, Leuna, and the Indiana Football Digest, coaches Frank Kershesky and Mike Davidson, and Carla Monterulli on the camera tonight, Luke Schrock here for play-by-play, and Mike Rock on the color commentary. Thank you, everybody. Final from Bob Atolsky Field, 21-0, Mishawaka Marian, best South Bend Adams. Good night, everyone.